the first emotional crack that I vaguely didn't realize, my husband gave his ex a birthday present, and I pretended not to know. My name is Emma. I've been married to Daniel for 5 years. He's quiet, gentle, and always puts family first. Yesterday, while checking our shared online account, I found something I wasn't supposed to see. Daniel had just ordered a birthday gift for his ex-girlfriend. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just sat there, feeling a quiet storm inside. That evening, I cooked dinner as usual. Daniel smiled, asked about my day, and I smiled back, pretending nothing was wrong. But inside, 1,000 questions kept repeating. Why her? Why now? I knew about Lily. She was part of our old friend group. They broke up years before we met, simply because they lived in different cities. I once believed that old love fades with time, but maybe it only sleeps until someone whispers its name again. On Lily's birthday, Daniel said he had to meet a client. Something in my chest told me to follow. I saw him outside a cafe, holding a small box, the same Pandora bracelet. He handed it to her. They talked for a few minutes, then he turned and walked away. Lily watched him leave, her eyes soft, but Daniel never looked back. I stood across the street, tears falling not from jealousy, but from relief. That night, I finally asked him, "Daniel, do you still want to see her?" He went quiet for a long moment.
I just wanted to say sorry.
He said.
I never gave her a proper goodbye.
I nodded, because deep down, I understood. We all have memories that never completely fade, but what matters most is the choice we make today. He deleted the messages, but not fast enough. It was 9:47 p.m. when I saw it. Daniel's phone lit up on the table, just one line. "Can't wait to see you tonight, L." My heart stopped. He reached for the phone too quickly, swiped the screen, and smiled. "It's work," he said, but his hands were shaking. He deleted the message, but not fast enough. That night, I lay awake beside him, his breathing slow, calm, as if nothing had happened. My mind kept replaying that tiny red heart. Who was Elle? Lily? I hadn't heard that name in years, but suddenly, it felt like she was in the room with us. In the glow of his phone, in the way he turned away from me, I told myself I wouldn't become paranoid. But love without honesty is just the story you tell yourself to feel safe. The next day, he left for work early. I sat there, staring at his phone on the table, locked. But I remembered our cloud backup. One click. And suddenly, the deleted messages appeared. Not text, voice notes. I put on my headphones, pressed play.
I miss the way you used to smile, Lily.
His voice, soft, gentle, the same tone he once used with me. My hands went cold. My world went quiet. He came home that evening like nothing was wrong, smiling, talking. I poured him coffee, sat across from him, and pressed play.
I miss you, Lily.
His face turned pale. He didn't speak, didn't even deny it,
just silence. And for the first time, I realized that silence can hurt more than lies. He slept on the couch that night. I sat by the window until sunrise. The next morning, I made breakfast, packed my bag, and left the phone on the table, still unlocked. I didn't leave a note. He already knew what it would have said. Sometimes the truth doesn't break you. It just makes you stop caring. He forgot our anniversary, but booked a hotel room that night. I remember every detail of that night. The candles, the wine, the playlist we made 5 years ago. It was our anniversary, 5 years of marriage, but the chair across from me stayed empty. At 7:32 p.m., my phone buzzed.
Busy at work. Don't wait up.
No apology, no explanation, just that. That's when I realized maybe I'd been celebrating alone for longer than I thought. I was cleaning the kitchen when my phone pinged again. A new email. Hotel reservation confirmed. Same night, 2 guests. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. I told myself there had to be an explanation. Maybe it was for work. Maybe I was overreacting. But deep down, I already knew. You don't book a hotel room on your anniversary unless you're celebrating with someone else. I grabbed my keys and drove through the rain. Every red light felt like a warning I refused to listen to. My hands were shaking, but I kept driving. The hotel lights appeared like ghosts in the mist. I parked across the street and waited. No plan, no courage, just pain. And then I saw him. Daniel stepped out of his car, jacket neat, hair combed, the version of him I hadn't seen in months. And next to him, a woman. Not Lily, someone else. Young, beautiful, laughing. He looked at her the way he used to look at me. I thought I would scream, run, confront him, but instead, I just watched. Because the moment you see the truth with your own eyes, words don't matter anymore. When I got home, I didn't cry. I didn't throw things. I didn't call him. I just walked into our bedroom, took off my ring, and placed it on his pillow. Next to it, I left a note. You were right. I shouldn't have waited. When he came home the next morning, he called my name. Once, twice, but I was already gone. And that was it. Forgotten memories. Sometimes silence is the final answer. I woke up early that morning. Calendar reads June 12th. Our anniversary. It was the official day we were together. He had been pursuing me for a long time. I still clearly remember his smile when I nodded in agreement to go out with him. After 3 years of love, I decided to agree to marry him. 9 years together, almost a decade. Memories, laughter, and maybe even pretending. I made him breakfast, his favorite. Pancakes, coffee. I waited for him to say something. Anything.
Good morning.
He said. Just good morning. And that was it. He left early for work. No kiss, no glance back. I stared at the door after it closed. Funny how silence echoes louder when it's supposed to be love. I told myself he must have planned something, a surprise, maybe dinner later, maybe something. But deep down, I already knew. He'd forgotten. I booked a table, his favorite place. I sat there alone, one candle flickering between empty seats. The waiter smiled politely.
Would you like to order now, ma'am?
I looked at the menu, but couldn't see the words. My eyes were already full. I checked my phone. No message, no call, just nothing. At 9:13 p.m., my phone finally buzzed. My heart jumped. It wasn't him. It was a notification from Instagram. A photo. Daniel. My Daniel, laughing at a bar with coworkers. His hand on someone's shoulder. A woman I'd never seen before. The caption said, "Great night with the best team." And the date, June 12th. He came home late, smelled like whiskey and cheap perfume. I didn't yell, I didn't cry. I just showed him the photo. He looked at it and said,
You're overreacting.
overreacting to being forgotten, to being invisible. After he fell asleep, I lit the candle from dinner again, watching it burn down. The wax melted, like everything we had built. Love doesn't end in arguments. It ends in silence. And tonight, that silence was louder than goodbye. I packed up before dawn. One last look at him, fast asleep, unconcerned. The candle was still smoking. I left my keys on the table and walked out, barefoot, into the rain. That was the night I realized sometimes love doesn't die. It's just not enough anymore. Thinking back on the past 9 years, how many times have I forgiven him? Since when did we become like this? Maybe it was when his job got better. He had a higher income. When he suddenly felt sorry for his ex and gave her an expensive birthday gift to apologize. Or maybe it was his nature, but he hid it too well. Or maybe when people become rich, they live their true nature. Whatever the reason, it doesn't matter now. I think the next thing is to love myself. I should get out of this relationship and love myself more. I contacted a lawyer to get a divorce. I walked out and never looked back.